Princess Anne injury feared to be worse than concussion as royal remains in hospital. Princess Anne's condition may be worse than concussion as she continues to recover in Bristol's Southmead Hospital, it has been claimed. The Princess Royal suffered minor injuries and concussion on Sunday evening following a horse-related incident at her estate. After visiting the Royal Inn Hospital this week, her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Laurence has revealed it will take her a long time to recover from her injuries. Speaking to GB News, former Royal Editor Duncan Larcombe feared her condition may be worse than first thought, and could be more serious than a concussion. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Detailing the latest on Princess Anne's health, Larcombe told GB News, "It certainly suggests that perhaps whatever had happened to her, it's worse than concussion, because I don't think you'd be kept that long in hospital for a simple concussion. It's more bad health news for a family that, as we know this year, has had a bit of a horrific start." Noting the cause of Princess Anne's injuries, which are suggested to be consistent with a kick or headbutt from a horse, Larcombe admitted he was surprised the royal suffered such an incident due to her experience with horses. Larcombe told hosts Ellie and Stephen, "When you know horses that well, you know where you stand, you know which horses are which and their different temperaments. So it's certainly a bit of a surprise that she would suffer from being kicked by a horse, if indeed that's what happened." As the princess continues to remain in hospital in Bristol, the former royal editor highlighted the potential strain on the royal family as their hardest working royal has had to cancel and postpone several engagements. He explained, "Princess Anne is the hardest working royal almost every single year. So for her to be taken away from royal duties, even if it's just temporary, is more strain on the rest of the royals. Particularly with Catherine out of action and King Charles reducing what he's doing because of his cancer treatment." Larcombe also claimed that the Princess Royal will hate all the fuss around her and the attention the incident has brought to her. Larcombe concluded, "Princess Anne is the kind of never complain, never explain type, just like her mother's mold. She's very hard-working, and a lot of the work she does goes unreported. She just sort of gets on and grinds it out." Sir Tim Laurence has said he and the Princess Royal were both deeply touched by all the kind messages they'd received in recent days. Sir Tim claimed the princess was doing fine, slow but sure, and was seen carrying a cool bag which contained a few little treats from home. Princess Anne will not be making a return to royal duties for the foreseeable future after being discharged from hospital, it has been claimed. The Princess Royal was dismissed from the Southmead Hospital in Bristol after a 5-night stay, to be treated for minor injuries and concussion. Speaking to GB News, former BBC royal correspondent Michael Cole revealed that Anne chose not to be pictured as she left the hospital with her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Laurence. After suffering injuries consistent with being kicked or head-butted by a horse on Sunday evening, Cole affirmed that recovering from a concussion is no minor matter. Cole explained, "This is why she had the 5-night stay at Southmead Trauma Centre in Bristol. The princess chose not to be pictured as she left hospital." Her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Laurence, issued a very fulsome praise for the staff and gave a thank you to them at the hospital. Revealing when the princess may be returning to her engagements after having to postpone some recently due to the incident, Cole revealed that she will not be back in work until the foreseeable future. Cole told GB News, "What is known is that the princess will not be returning to royal duties, which she is a very keen pursuer of such, for the foreseeable future.